Hello, 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 and welcome to today's stream. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the Misdemeanor. Hold on. In space. Okay, maybe not in space. In a different plane. In a different plane. Okay, that sounds more like a ghost. We should probably just get started. Otherwise, things are just gonna be a wacky time. In space! Ooh, Space Ghost. Oh yeah, there was a thing called Space Ghost, wasn't there? Yeah, I'm just gonna unmute. I'm just gonna see. We're just gonna see how our crew's doing today. Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun session. Unmuting. Unmuted. Astral equals space. Not true. Winks at chat. What does that mean?
There's like a lot of them lacked empathy because they felt.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, Brett.
Hello.
How
We're talking about the theory of mind. We were trying to just get a couple last points in before you
Oh no,
unmuted.
that's
Yeah, we're having a
started
really
talking
great conversation,
after.
Brett.
I'm sorry. I mean, I could we can do pre-show for another 10 minutes if you
No,
guys
no,
want.
no.
No,
it's
no,
cool.
no, that's fine, that's fine. We're starting our own psychology podcast, actually. So you're not needed here, Brett.
Oh. You know, it's always good when the players outgrow their DM and then go off and do their own thing.
No.
It's like, you know, when a parent says goodbye to a child that's going off to college for the first time, it's like, well, my job is done here. Thank you. I'm so happy that you're able to stand on your 2 feet. So yeah, hello. How's
Hello.
you guys doing? You guys doing good? You guys doing dandy?
Doing good.
Peachy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sorry, I'm checking sound levels really quick. Hold on. Dodger, so what did you have for breakfast today?
Today I had we did the thingy where you mix 1 egg and 1 banana together and you pretend it's a pancake, and we made that. I couldn't actually eat those, but that's what I made for my child.
What?
Yeah, it's a thing.
I've
Yeah,
never
yeah,
heard that.
What?
I've never,
You
Oh,
you mash up a banana, you add in an egg, you whip it together into like a fake kind of batter, and then you cook it as though it's a pancake. It's just like a high protein pancake, but it's also
Whoa.
perfect for like toddlers.
That's like a life hack. What the heck? That sounds amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I've developed an allergy to bananas, so I can't have them anymore, but Clark still loves them.
Wait. So you've developed an allergy to bananas, and Sam can't eat a banana to
Yeah,
save
they
his
make
life.
him gag.
Right. So it's
But we
Clark.
always have at least 10 bananas in the house because my daughter every day is like, "Can I have a banana, maybe?"
And you're like, sure,
Maybe.
sure. You're like, sure, sweetie. And then you unpeel the banana, and your skin just begins to break out in a horrendous rash.
Yeah.
And you're like, take the banana, please take the banana.
Just take it.
Take it. Your husband in the corner gagging at the sight of the banana, and your daughter's just eating away.
Yeah, it's a madhouse over here.
Fascinating family.
Fascinating family. Gerard, how you doing today, bud?
I'm doing all right. I don't want to get too depressed, but you guys ever have one of those weeks where you don't really talk to anyone and no
Yes.
one really talks to you?
Yes.
And you just feel like you kind of just coast by
Mhm.
am I just a footnote in someone's journal? This
Yep.
is I had that moment this week and I was like, oh fuck. What's going on in my life? I just
That's,
Absolutely felt that way before. Yeah.
That's
real.
that's me every week when I go, if I'm not DMing people, would anyone ever talk to me? And then I look off in the distance like, oh no. Oh, I guess World of IO has to continue forever. So, but no, that
never stop.
I can never stop. IO stops, I lose my friends. No. I mean that's I think that's a total valid point. I think everyone here, including chat, has felt that before. That's completely normal, man. Nothing wrong with feeling that way. I believe. I think you can have off weeks, and it doesn't have to be you shouldn't feel bad for that. Does that make sense? Right? That makes sense to everybody, right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. Okay. All right. And Laura, how you doing today?
I'm good. I was up till like 4 in the morning last night because someone was like parked outside and like we turned on the lights to be like, oh, are they, who are those people? And right when they saw the lights, they like drove off and there was some like hooded dude like running towards the car and then they did this big U-turn and pick him up. And I was just like, what the heck?
What?
So I was like messaging the neighbors. I'm like, do you know what this is about? So then I kept like going back and looking out the window like every 10 minutes, like, are they coming back? Are they?
That's horrifying. What the fuck?
So I'm a little tired and loopy right now.
No, it's good. Wow. I was just doing sound checks, but everyone really had some interesting stuff to sell. Okay. Wow, this is great. Hunter, you got anything you want to share that's also kind of wacky?
Nah, man, I just got 3 shiny Sneasels today in Pokemon Go, so that's
Hell yeah.
Wow.
me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Masae, anything you want to share with the rest of the class?
I'm tired.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
We
just,
might all be
That's not what
tired.
she wants to share. She wants to rub in our
Yeah.
face that she got
Yeah.
level 7.
Hey, what the
Oh.
fuck? This bitch leveled?
DM, explain.
I was waiting for this moment, honestly. I was like, the moment it happened, I immediately went to the back of your head, the back of my head. I was just thinking to myself,
Mistake just now.
I was like, Brett, you fucked up. You fucked up so bad. And I just was like, no, we can explain it. It's going to be fine. It levels out at the end. Everyone's still going to be the same at the end. And then my mind was like, Brett, they're not going to understand that. They're just going to look at the now. You're not going to survive this. So it was, yes, that is correct. What happened? Well, I'll have Kyron explain during today's session what happened. I do want to clarify, this does not mean Kyron is ahead of the game forever. There isn't going to be like, when you guys are level 7 and you're going to level 8, it's going to be like, well, Kyron gets level 7 or level 8 first, and then everyone has to wait a session. It's not going to be like that. Everything evens out so that once you guys get to level 7, everyone's gonna level up again to 8. So nothing to worry about there. It's just a little plus side for the misdemeanor. That's all. That's all. You guys are a party in the end, and one person's victory is everyone's victory, right? Right?
I mean, unless it's not.
Yeah.
Unless it's Kyron.
Yeah.
Kyron's gonna show up and be like, guess what, you stupid fucks.
Just middle fingers all around.
Just
Also,
whirling in through the door, helicopter middle fingers.
I also appreciate the fact that I'm trying to get the diplomatic approach, and Masae just comes out cackling like a mad woman, and I'm like, all right. Or you could just make it really difficult on me. No, that's cool. I appreciate that.
I mean, during sound check, Masae literally entered the call, was silent for a second, goes, guess what, guys?
Immediately follows up with, you can yell at Brett if you want to.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
dang.
Wow.
Throwing under the bus.
Good. Glad to know Masae's a little shit. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and start the session now. So I have a couple of questions. First, let me go and give a recap for all the individuals here who are like, hey, what is this scene? What's going on? The audience. So last session, a student by the name of Tremor, who was over in the Astral Academy, manifested themselves over to your party to let you know that, hey, a great threat was coming to Io, and he was tasked with finding all of the adventurers with potential to see if they'll come along with him to show what the threat is and see if they'll actually join him and his student body in the battle against it. So last session, you faced off against the threat, Cosmo, or at least an illusionary version of it. and did actually very well. You helped the Astral Academy research a lot about what they could do to face it. You completed the illusion without anyone dying, and expanded the fight for the future when you guys decided to try again.
We still didn't level up after that fight.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. That is correct. And every time every time you complain about it is another session you don't level. So let me do my job.
No, you don't get to say that this time because one of us leveled.
Damn, she got me. She got me. So
anyways, continue.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just gonna be like this all session. I've accepted it. So with that, Levin, the headmaster of the academy, asked, hey, would you be able to assist in this fight? In which point Luna was like, only if we get paid, because we got our own stuff going on.
Yes, Luna.
And you just, Luna kept pointing at the palm of her hand like, I don't see anything here, so we ain't agreeing because we got our own thing going on. So Levin has agreed. He will provide you with some magical boons, aka some magical items to assist you on your journey. But also, if you will assist him with a peril that is happening in the Astral Veil, he can ensure that you will also receive a further boon of power. So that is where we're at. There will be a few, I'd say about 4 to 6 hours of kind of like setup and nothing happening, in which point Kyron kind of like wandered off. Kyron, do you want to, well, actually, let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and drag your tokens out into this room. This is where Levin wanted to meet you. It appears to be a forge of some kind with a variety of crates and boxes, manifested shrines, all sorts of stuff. And I also want to say everyone is playing in the Astral Academy setting today, which is extremely weird for me. But just the way it has to be. So when I'm looking at like usual music that I've seen you guys like done and things like that, it's not here because we're technically in the Astral Academy.
Are we too big?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Look at me next to this fountain.
Yeah. No, it's a small like 10-foot wide fountain. So you're good. I think what it is because of the tiny little squares, right?
Maybe.
On the tiles, it makes you feel
Yeah,
really big.
the small tiles are throwing me too.
Yeah. So I can make you smaller if you'd like. If that'll make. Oh no, I'm not going to. I was really. God, Dodge is calling on my bluffs today. This is not a good day. I'm just like, yeah, I mean, we could make that happen if you want. You're like,
Yes, do it.
Do it. And I'm like, I really don't want to, though.
You coward.
Well, this is the skag's egg treatment, I call it, because one of the players. There we go. One of the players used wild magic and shrunk themselves permanently and are now an actual tiny-sized category character. The first ever in characters that they were already small. They shrunk more. This is Krendor's character, by the way, and became tiny afterwards. And it was like, oh, cool. So
tight.
You also, so during the 4 to 6 hours that you guys have been wandering around, here, I'll drag you out.
I don't know why I don't have HP.
There you go.
There it is.
I think you might be dragging out like your picture from like your character sheet itself.
I mean, I am.
Yeah. So if you go over to your journal, over to the second tab, and go to characters, you don't open the character, you just drag them out.
Why didn't that work a minute ago?
There you go. You did it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Whatever.
Sometimes roll 20 hiccups.
Oh my god, my health is so low compared to everybody else.
Your health is pretty hardy compared to like everyone in the Astral Academy, so you're doing all right.
What's your AC?
Punch me, I
Dodger?
dare you.
Punch me. So after about
I happen to be quite hearty now.
Yay!
Dodger, what's your AC?
13.
Ah, okay. I was like, maybe you tanky though.
Why are you gonna punch me? No, I'm not. But what's your AC? Can I beat it?
Man, Dodger's just coming out swinging today.
That's yeah. This is
Sorry, let's go.
this is Dodger sass. No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Oh, you don't apologize. You go in there.
Yeah, you go. Now you punch her. Now what do? Yeah, you get in there. Come on, let's go. So during the 4 to 6 hours you've been wandering around, Kyron's kind of been on her own adventures. You also have heard rumors or mumblings that quote unquote goblins are in the headmaster's office.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Goblins.
So you're getting pretty yeah, it's just as the goblins get closer and closer to Ayla's, Dodger's just like, oh, it's gonna happen.
We have to go.
We have to leave this place. So the first thing we're going to do, as you guys are waiting, Levin has called you in here to provide you with the magical armaments that he has promised you. Kyron, this is after your adventures, which you are free to explain to the rest of the party if you so wish at this point. You will arrive within the forge. Kyron,
Yeah.
or everyone, what are you guys doing right now?
What is there to do in this room?
It kind of feels like
we were just like left in here to chill. Or
yeah,
what?
yeah. So you kind of came in here. You look around to see some anvils, boxes of sorts, and yeah, you're just at this point trying to like. You've just been told to wait here. Kyron, as you walk in after everything that's happened to you, what are you? What's your general demeanor?
Kyron definitely looks frazzled. She doesn't have her mischievous pep in her step. She's just like, she's not having today. She's done. But she's slogging on in, just kind of dragging a little bit.
I think Alis would look over his shoulder and see her walk in and sort of observe her for a second and go, "And where have you been?"
She heaves a sigh. And she'll just look at him with the most tired face that you've ever seen Kyron have. And she's just gonna straight out come out and be like, hell.
Ah! She met a boy.
What?
Alis directs his look to Leighton instead.
By the way, just so you guys know, if you select your character on this and type !flip and press enter, you are now able to flip your own characters.
Whoa!
And in addition to that, if you would like a little cheat code for this, you can type up in your dialogue in the chat box, and you'll see flip pop up again because the last thing you typed up, and then you can press enter and flip again.
Dance party.
Wait, what?
Is-
Where are
is-
you
What was
supposed
the
to
last
type
thing you said
So-
about something popping up?
Select your token,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Alice, and then type !flip.
It's not doing anything.
You have to
guess-
select your token.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. But no, because it was doing that for me like 2 seconds ago, and I was like, why isn't it working? And I was like, oh wait, I didn't actually click on it.
Hold up. I care enough about this that I'm refreshing.
Okay.
What was the thing you said after about that? Like about how
Oh
you
yeah.
can-
So in the chat box, if you press the up key, it'll return the last thing. So you can now be there you go. And they can do that.
Cool.
Oh, there we go.
Yay!
Oh, you can move yourself with the arrow keys. I just learned.
Wait, what?
Whoa. Wait, you didn't know that?
No.
I didn't know that.
Wait, you guys
Oh
know
my
you can,
God.
you can
Me and
move yourself with the
Grid
arrows
like
keys?
you.
What the fuck?
Wait,
Oh my god.
All right, so what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna go to the outside of
Anyways.
the frame, and we're going to just hold up
Race?
and just go through the wall, and then from there, you're going to quickly wiggle it out, and the game's done. We just completed. We continue, guys. Speed
Just
run.
the speed run.
Amazing.
Thanks.
Awesome
Great.
games done quick. World of Io speed run.
God, imagine if there was like a, oh man, I would love a D&D campaign speed run. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue. Anyways, yeah, continue, Kyron.
I did not. Well, I guess I did meet a boy, but
Ah,
not.
I
in that
knew it.
way. Not in that way. She's gonna get really. She's really flustered. She's kind of upset.
Ah, you see, the face doesn't lie.
No. She's absolutely. She's absolutely livid now. Look, there's. I don't even know how to explain this. There's a lot going on, okay? You know Big Baby in the Sky?
Oh yes.
we're
I had
familiar.
forgotten somehow.
You can't date him.
No!
He's either too young or too old. I'm not quite sure.
No one knows its age.
Kyron's face is just like, I want to die. Please end my suffering now.
You have
Look,
to just
you-
talk over them. It's the only way.
You're not listening to me. There's okay, I met up with some of the students here, I guess, and I got roped into some stuff, all right? I got warped off to this other world. It was somewhere, I don't know where it was, but it was a giant world that was actually a big dead thing, and I think it was probably grown-up version of Baby? It was
Wait.
disgusting. There was
Leighton, like,
goo
Leighton,
everywhere. It was the worst. I felt like a flea on a dog.
Leighton, like, casually leans over to Alias and just kind of whispers, "See, when you meet a gal that you're really into,
Nathan, please. He'll literally hold a hand up. Like, don't. Is there a check that I can do to see if this sounds like anything that I would know of?
You can attempt an Arcana check if you'd like. This is
6.
this is
Leighton
complete.
is so fucking distracting.
This is completely
Sorry.
over your head. This is completely over your head.
Regardless, it sounds like bad news, okay? It's a little bit preoccupying. Whenever Levin gets here, he can fill you in a bit more, but it was disgusting. I'm still grossing out. I've been
What
through
is-
a lot of shit, okay? And I have never seen anything like that place.
Wait, was it? It was real. It wasn't an illusion like what we just did.
No, it was real. We got whisked away to some far off plane or whatever it was, and we ended up on what we thought was a planet, but it ended up being something dead.
You think it was the grown version of the baby?
I think so. I don't know for sure. I just know that there's some sort of link. That's why we got sent there to investigate it.
Wait, why did you guys go there? Did the Levin guy he sent you there, or you guys were just messing around?
Do you think we would go there by choice?
Not so much choice, more like accident.
We were sent there.
Oh.
by whom?
Levin, are you listening to anything that I say?
Leighton's birds and bees talk distracts me every time it's difficult to focus.
I'm pretty intoxicating.
Please. Well, that's just no.
Well, why would Levin do a thing like that?
She's gonna rub her eyes and she's done with this conversation. She falls silent.
All right, all jokes aside, we've just been wondering. We've been sitting here for so long, and you were just gone, and it was just kind of a weird story. That's all.
It was weird to live it, let alone tell it. I don't even know where to start except giant, dead, whatever it was.
Did you agree to this? Like, did Levin send you because everyone agreed, or did he just... I don't really understand.
We agreed. We got sent there because it was supposed to be a research thing. I went to protect the poor little wizard students who can't defend themselves worth crap.
Mhm.
And then
Can
it
agree
ended up
with
being a little bit more than I expected.
Mhm.
Alis looks uncomfortable because he's never seen Kyron actually upset. And he's like not really sure
Yeah,
how
she's
to interact
super-
with her right now. So
She's super grossed out.
As you guys are communicating and discussing the events that have happened, at that point in time, Headmaster Levin will walk with it into the room.
Oh, flip. Oh, wait, shoot.
Oh, thank God. Please explain what it was that just happened. Please. I can't with this group.
He looks over to Kyred and says, what do you mean?
well, one of us has returned traumatized, so we would really love an explanation.
Yes, your friend Kyron agreed to participate into a research mission in the hopes to weaken Cosmocara out there. You see, Cosmocara is an entity with an immense amount of dietic power. We needed to figure out a way of how to weaken Cosmocara into more mortal strengths and defenses. To do that, we were seeking a way to figure out, well, where did Cosmocara even come from? I located it at some sort of mass that was a giant planet and requested that the students head over to that planet. I teleported them over there. Kyron was brave enough to agree. What we apparently discovered, this kind of clears his throat a little bit, is that it wasn't a planet at all. It was apparently a dead mass.
It was disgusting. It had hair.
Yes, that is something Kyron has repeated several times at this point. It had a hair that was the ground underneath was fleshy, blood everywhere, and it apparently is not within the orbit, but in the same plane as your planet Vio. And it is just a body suspended in space. And we believe...
Currently?
Wait.
Disgusting.
He nods.
Hold up. Above board. So wait. I get the time shit mixed up.
Yeah.
If it's in the same plane as where we came from, then
Correct.
time went by differently for her than it did for us, yeah?
Correct. Yes. But she was only there she was there for maybe 10 minutes. So it ends up being like a couple of hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's been a couple of hours here.
So what you mean to say is that there's a giant, fleshy, hairy, bloody creature floating around in Io?
Well, in the same plane as Io. Probably within this... outside of Io. You don't understand. I always get it's astronomy, right? The study of stars. I get astronomy and
astrology is horoscopes.
Yeah, I get astrology and astronomy mixed up all the time. So it's like, yes, the astronomy, the outer area of Io. Outside, you have Io, which is your planet that you live on. But it is only a speck in your entire planar existence. This thing is out in the wide reaches of space. And it's apparently just hovering there.
Well, why don't you leave it the hell alone?
That sounds a bit outside of what we were intending to do here.
Well, we need to figure out where Cosmocara came from, to find its source, its birth, so that we can develop a ritual to weaken it and stand a chance against it. What I originally anticipated would be a planet, but apparently it's not a planet at all. It is a dead entity. But I don't know if it's dead or undead. But we don't plan to look into it any further if that's what you're concerned about. Right now, our main focus is to defeat Cosmocara before it consumes not only here in the Astral Veil, but your planet of Io.
I don't think I understand. So we're fighting to practice against the baby version of what's out in Io right now? Like a simulation of that?
Yes, the creature, this baby that you're talking about, is here. And it's here now, and it's active.
Mm-hmm.
It's right out of the academy currently. And it's looking to break through to Io. To consume everything. This dead mass that Chiron came from, that's something entirely different. And it's just suspended there, floating. I don't even know if it is living or active.
Is this just what you do? You just study dead masses and weird babies?
I just want to add that something was alive there. There was something there.
We don't typically study dead babies, if that's what you're curious about.
I'm sure Tremor does.
But we do study them when they are actively attempting to devour all life around them, and potentially, and have the potential to break through the astral veil to devour your planet. Then yes, we do study to protect life. You would understand that, right? As of right now, we don't stand a chance against this entity. This Cosmocara, this space baby, as Tremor so calls it. We need to find ways to weaken it. And that's why we research every source we can. For Cosmocara, we needed to figure out where it came from. Apparently, it comes from a giant floating dead mass out in your plane of Io, in the sea of the stars, and in outer space. We don't know what that mass is out there, but it is related to the current threat. So yes, we study it. And, thanks to Chiron and the students, we may have developed a spell to weaken it more to mortal levels, so that we can stand a chance against the great threat that's about to approach. Do you understand? And he'll look over to Luna.
For the most part, I do.
All right. So, above board, in case people are confused.
Go on.
Dead baby outside of Astral Academy. It's literally there. It's floating. It's consuming everything in its wake. It's attempting to break through to Io to continue to eat and devour and consume. Right now, Astral Academy is calling for people to kill that thing, this creature that is living that is right there, breaking through to Io to destroy it. Chiron teleported to what was believed to be the planet that this entity that is now currently the threat is from. They found out that it isn't a planet, it's a dead mass that is literally just floating out in the middle of space. They don't know what the mass is, but they figure it's a giant, essentially like a dead body almost, that's just floating out there in space. But they don't know if it's like the dead body's still alive, it's not. So they were sent there to essentially figure out, hey, where did this threat, this dead baby come from, so that we can figure out a way to weaken it, to destroy it. And they just came back from that.
Gotcha.
Armstrong's just like he's got like his hat off and he's just like scratching his head right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, just looks very out of his element.
Mm-hmm.
So, what all did you find out when you took Chiron to this awful dead space body?
Well, for the facts, you've got a giant dead space body out in your sea of stars in your outer space. But more importantly, now that we have originated, or now that we have found the origination of Cosmocara, we are now currently developing a ritual to weaken it, so that we will have a chance to fight against it.
And how do you suppose, if Cosmocara originated in the same plane as Io, what's it doing over here?
That I'm uncertain. It seems to have been traveling for quite some time, and it seems to be capable of planar travel as well. If it's already here, that means it has the potential and the ability to hop between planes, which means if it originated from Io, it'll simply return.
Well, what's keeping it from going back right now?
That I'm uncertain. And that is the fear. If this thing can travel between planes, we don't know how quickly it will return back to your plane. But more importantly, where it's at. If it decides to planar hop to your home plane, it will arrive on your planet where you live. And all this thing does is eat and consume. It is, after all, was, an infant, a child in utero, in consistent need of nutrition. It's absorbed everything it can in the space it's at, and now there seems to be a planar shift around it. That's what we're trying to do. Stop a threat from destroying not only our Veil, but your planet as well. Everything we do is to an attempt to weaken this creature. And that's why we research it. That's why we practice against it in illusionary simulation.
I'm hating this thing more and more.
I miss me ship.
Well, as I have stated before, you're free to return at any time. We do need all the heroes we can get, but I don't want to put you into a position that you would rather not be in.
You have a
Well-
job for us, correct? So if we complete this job, we can move on and you can contact us when you need us.
Yes, of course. As the young elven lady said, you seeked magical armaments and power to face off against a thing that you were dealing with. Is that correct?
Always.
Well,
Surely there are only benefits to making us stronger, for you as well.
but of course. But I also understand that to agree to something, that I'm asking. There usually needs to be some sort of compensation or monetary exchange. I'm currently dealing with goblins who want gold.
Oh, good luck with that.
Alis will look at Luna. Yes, we have heard plenty about the goblins.
And for you seeked magical armaments along with power so that you couldn't... I'm uncertain what you're attempting to do now. Luna, were you going to say something?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I was just smirking about the goblins.
Oh, okay.
I want Luna to interact with the goblins so bad. And speak goblin to them. It would be so much.
Why are the goblins here? Did you bring them here?
We are seeking any help to fight off against Cosmocara. We seek individuals who have potential. Just like you, we have contacted a band of goblins.
Man, you must be scraping bottom of the barrel if you're reaching out to goblins.
They show promise. However, we don't know if they will agree or not. It's the same for you. And I've heard it the same to be said about pirates. However, I believe that you all have the potential to do great things. And it is within my hope that you will assist us against this battle.
Alis will clear his throat a little bit and he'll say, I've been with them long enough to know that first thing is you need to draw up a contract.
Aye, a contract.
They want to know exactly what they're getting into, what exactly is needed from them, and what we're getting in exchange.
A single tear rolls down Lane's face.
Proud dad.
Well, perhaps we should do that now before we continue any further.
Aye. Let's get that contract drawn up.
Aye.
Very well. He will hold out his hand and manifest a scroll of parchment and a quill with a pen. The quill itself appears to be bone dry, but then he will begin to scribble onto the parchment as if it was covered in ink.
Alis is so jealous. He wants that quill so bad.
Do you have like a visual like look at, upon Levin as he's like drawing this up?
Yeah, his eyes are sparkling, man. He might not be obvious what they're sparkling about, but he's like in love with that quill.
I'm just going to do something real quick.
Luna looks at Alis and is like, you could get him to throw the quill in the deal.
He'll take a peek over at Alis. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I offending you in some way?
No, your quill, is it magic?
Quite.
And it never runs out of ink.
That is correct. I find it easier than dealing with... Alis bites his bottom lip. Oh, that's the good shit.
God, stop talking.
It's the Antonio Banderas gift when he leans back.
That exact gift.
He will look at the quill, look back at you, and nod as he has a list of things of pirates once and academies once, and he'll nod and kind of shrug a little bit. He'll write on the paper, magical quill under pirate once.
Yes.
And yeah, so he will write, All right. So first, maybe I should explain what I need, and then you can let me know what you want, and we'll see if we can come to some sort of agreement. This is, and then he'll say under his breath, "Oh, this is much more civilized than the goblins." So what I seek is warriors and adventurers and those capable to fight off against an astral threat, the astral threat Cosmocara. Here, he'll just dot right there. That, also is just seeking adventurers to fight off against Cosmocara. Do I need to... God damn it, Dodger. Do I...
What the
No. So he'll right.
Continue. Don't let yourself get distracted now.
I won't. So he'll write, yes, seeking adventurers to face off to fight against Cosmocara. Do I need to elaborate any further upon this for contracts? Risk of dismemberment, death, fatality.
Hey, do you have any clauses, perhaps, if should something go south, we can still receive some type of compensation, something like that?
He will frown a little bit and say, if this goes south, I believe you said, you won't have it.
Should something go wrong that we didn't plan for?
Well, he'll write clauses on the bottom. He'll think to himself.
He's essentially asking for insurance if one of us were to die.
Aye.
Oh. Well, as far as studies go, Tremor has begun to research necromancy. I don't know if you'd want to return as some sort of zombie.
Oh my goodness.
I do not.
That's what I thought.
Let me die.
Alis
please.
doesn't respond.
Well,
Alis is like, can I return as a quill?
So if,
All right, no resuscitation policies.
and he will frown a little bit. He says, if it goes south, then your planet of Io will be a husk of its former self. It will be unlivable. So, I suppose offer you shelter here within the Vale? I don't know how much monetary value would be worth if everyone were to fail against this creature. What would you want if you were to fail? Or if it were to go south, as you describe it? And I'll look over to Leighton.
I kind of just throw my hands up in the air. I look at Armstrong. We're doing the pirate thing for too long. I always feel like someone's trying to screw us over. I just want to feel like if something goes wrong, that we'll be taken care of for once, you know?
I think this is one of those situations where if something goes wrong, that's it.
Aye, so offer me the world. Just something.
Well, if something were to go wrong, and the battle were to go down as a defeat, Io would, be a husk of itself. You wouldn't be able to live in it anymore because any sort of resource you would have had would have been drained and consumed by Cosmocara.
But surely you believe that the Astral Veil would also be fairly destroyed. You have the thing here.
Yes. It has already left a wanton of wake and destruction. But it seems like, as mentioned, I believe it may be shifting over to Io here soon. But if it were to return the Astral Veil, then yes, it would continue to consume everything here. However, the Veil itself is more bountiful than your planet of Io, I suppose. You could if it were defeat and yet some of you were to survive, well, you could retire here. We could find a safe place for you, and, well, you can choose to fight again if you wish. He begins to continue to think to himself, your plane seems to house a variety of planets. I suppose we could find another one for you to live in. Something more hospitable. I would assist you in any way that I can to make sure that your life were to carry on, I suppose.
Aye, so if we fail, but we happen to still survive, you'll assist us in finding somewhere to live out our days.
I think would be the most fair thing to do, yes.
Priority rescue.
These anvils are cute. Look how tiny they are.
Throw in one of them anvils.
Does Luna say that?
Yes.
He raises an eyebrow and it says, do you want an anvil? I suppose I could provide. Okay. He will then.
We'd like an anvil.
He will write. I'm also going to type this in chat. Okay, so pirate needs. Levin
Quill.
needs.
Quill.
And also condition. What's it called? Condition if
Witness
failed.
relocation.
Yeah. Okay.
This relocation.
Okay. Yeah. Did you say retirement relocation upon Io's destruction? Pirate needs. We're gonna go ahead and write magical quill. Tiny anvil. Levin
They're
needs.
so cute. They're very
Capable.
little.
Capable adventurers to face off against the astral threat Cosmo Kara to save Io and all of creation within the astral veil. All right. There it is so far. So that's what we've got written. So that is everything that's been written down on there so far. And then he'll look up and says, okay, so we've got your assurances in order.
Oh, and of course the armaments and the things that we're,
Aye.
going to be getting to prepare for our business back home.
A
yes.
treasure.
Yes, a
No.
magical armament, and
Karen's gonna raise up her
a
arm
boon
and
of
wave
power.
like right over the paper. She's standing on her tippy toes.
A bit of ink gets over on your hand as he writes it down and then he looks over.
She don't care.
I want
yes.
to learn how to shift that goop into normal food, and I want a ton of that goop.
Goop? I apologize. What do you mean?
Your dumb cafeteria slop. Teach me how to make that into food,
Oh,
Cafeteria?
Bacteria.
so I
Conj-
don't get japed anymore.
conjuration of food education credit. Okay.
He looks so confused.
Kyron, everyone seems to be like confused within the party as you're saying that. Does Kyron
Kyron.
like
Are you constipated?
You need protein. I will pass. Hard pass. Thank you very
checking.
much, Luna.
Hard pass.
No,
That's
I'm
your
free
problem. You want
flowing,
soft
thank
pass.
yeah. So he will write. All he writes is conjuration of food education, education credit to teach you that. Levin will not explain what that means. It would be up to Kyron to explain what that means. And if Kyron doesn't explain what that means, well, then the party's just left in the dark of what the heck she's talking about.
Great.
Kyron does not explain.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then the party is left in the dark of what's being talked about. So
I would like to propose Section A, Roman numeral 1, the scrum sanction. Should I die tragically, the rest of the remaining crew will forever take care of Scrum. They will not eat Scrum. They will not destroy Scrum. They will let Scrum lead them.
What's
I'm
that?
sorry.
What you call it?
Will
Will
Scrum
let
amendment?
lead us?
Aye.
You
No.
had me up until that
Do
last
not
point.
write that.
Oh,
All right. He won't lead you per se, but don't hurt Scrum. All
Alis.
right, I want Scrum to be fine.
When you say don't write that, he already wrote half of that, so he went, he will flip the quill over to the feather side and begin brushing off the text as if it was dust on a
Oh
paper.
my gosh. Alan,
That's pretty dope.
This is gonna explode. Staring.
That's a quill you take home to mother.
Oh my gosh. Incredible.
So yeah, he'll brush that off as if it was like I said, dust on a paper, and it'll like fade away from the paper. And he'll turn it back over to the quill side.
Sorry, continue.
No, it's okay. So no
Aye.
Scrum amendment is what you're saying?
No, Scrum lives no matter what happens.
He'll look
We
to
just,
he'll look over to everybody.
we'll
Am I-
take care of him, of course. Yes.
All right. Scrum
And in my death,
will be taken care of upon death of Leighton. Yes,
Aye.
continue. Yes.
and in my death, two
Mhm.
things are certain.
Mm-hmm.
One, the sword goes to Luna.
Is this part of the Scrum amendment, or am I putting
Aw.
it under something else? Upon.
Aye, all a part of just one encompassing Scrum. Scrum is me. I'm Scrum. That's my part of the clause.
Oh, okay.
It's getting to be a very messy contract.
All right, so let me go ahead. He dusts off again. He then moves over. Well, no. So what he does is he'll trying to make this not so dumb. He will draw a circle around Scrum will be taken care of upon the death of Leighton. You'll see the circle illuminate, and he'll place a quill over on the lower right corner of the circle and drag it down. Like he begins to draw it down, but as he draws it down, it moves the sentence down on the parchment further down the document so that he has more room to write the part of the Scrum amendment at that point in time. Leighton shall... Okay, Leighton shall be known as
Quill has
Scrum. Scrum will be...
Seriously.
All right, so here's where it gets confusing. Scrum will be taken care of upon the death of Leighton, but if we are stating here that Leighton shall be known as Scrum, then this sentence becomes Scrum will be taken care of upon death of Scrum.
I don't mean that I am Scrum. I mean this clause is about me and Scrum and...
Oh, I see. He will once again take the feather and dust off the line, and then place the circle, go over there, and then draw the sentence up again so the space is closed, and then he will continue. Upon
Bureaucrats, am I right?
Yeah, well, you're the one that wanted the contract. I'm just trying to go ahead and appeal. Upon Leighton's death, Scrum will be taken care of by... what is your group... What would you consider your group to be associated as? The pirates? What should we place down over here? And they'll put that... He'll, like, pen it over at the contract. What are you all referred to as? And then he'll look at the blank...
Really thought about it.
He looks at the blank faces upon everybody.
Kyron and crew.
Scrum
No,
will
don't
be
write
taken.
No, no,
Not
no.
that.
Do we need a second contract?
No. Just write it to the misdemeanor.
A misdemeanor.
Aye.
Very well. Scrum will be taken care of by the misdemeanor.
Aye. All of us.
Hmm.
Or whoever's
Late-
left of us.
Leighton's sword will be bestowed upon Luda.
Aye. And my title of captain goes to the boy.
Title
Alis is like, what?
of
Aye.
captain goes to... Who's the boy in this instance?
Alis.
Well, the title of captain goes to Alis. And he'll continue to write this down.
That. He'll look at Leighton like, what are you doing?
All right.
Is
So
this a contract or a will?
he scratches like his forehead a little bit. I suppose it's just a little of both. All right. Anything else? I thought this was
Yes. Also, a part of my amendment.
yes,
Wood gnome goes to you guys. You guys get wood gnome.
Gnome isn't a
Would
pet.
gnome
No, don't write that
boy,
down.
be
boy.
given
It's okay.
I
It's fine.
want
to the custody
Wood gnome belongs to the
of
Astral Academy.
the Astral
Do you have any
Academy.
gems?
We have a plethora of gemstones that were used for our material components. Yes.
Can I make a request for a rainbow bracelet?
A rainbow bracelet of gemstones? I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
that would be a little lucrative.
I could string it together myself.
It's not so much the actual conditioning. I'm just saying it would be a lot of gemstones. We're doing well, I mean, you are facing off against a threat. Yes, that would be quite expensive monetarily. You sure you want that as your? I mean, yeah, I could do that. A rainbow bracelet of precious gemstones. Yes,
I've just
I could.
always wanted something like that.
Yeah, I suppose we could. I suppose we could do that. As he scratches his forehead again.
you guys. What about Bread Boy? We need to bring something back for Bread Boy.
That's what the anvil's for.
I already got him his damn oven.
He's not going to use an anvil. He's a cook,
Yeah.
Luna.
Alis, I think Luna was trying to get him something special.
An anvil?
It's cute.
What did I tell you earlier?
Yes.
When
okay.
you find someone you truly love, things change.
Yo, do you have anything for chefs?
For chefs.
Yes.
Like, what do you mean? I have. Well, we.
Chefs.
Well, I mean, we do have
Magical spatula or something.
well, we
Something
have.
to make him cook better food.
I mean, we have gray matter. I suppose I could go ahead
That's
and.
disgusting. That won't work.
Well, I mean, it would work because you would be able to turn the food into whatever you wanted at that point in time. I would imagine.
She pauses. She sharply inhales and is satisfied. She walks away.
He looks over. Am I adding gray matter to the contract?
How do you make that?
Oh, well, it's quite a, it is quite an impressive magical machine that provides a
Then
day of
yes, add
sustenance.
a mountain of gray matter, whatever it is.
A mountain of gray. Okay,
mountain.
I suppose I shall write that down, and he will just write down a mountain of gray matter. I must admit, compared to the goblins' negotiations, your need seems rather.
Eclectic.
I mean, it is a little all over the place, but it seems doable. I mean, you've more taken care of the conditions of what would happen upon, specifically Leighton's death, but also if you were to fail, how you'd be taken care of afterwards. I'm actually surprised at the lack of things that you are asking for material value and wealth. You're a very selfless crew.
Well, it's more like they already have a mountain of gold. It's fine.
They have
Gold has no value to me. Maybe
Oh.
the rest
What
of
kind
the
of
room,
pirate are you?
We're sentimental pirates.
One that has seen enough death and blood and gold for a lifetime.
Alis
see-
will cross his arms and he'll say, "Look, earlier I said that I wanted a way to be able to get here. It's not just to contact you. This is a place with incredible knowledge. It's something that I'm interested in. So, if you want me to ask for something that's outside of the boundaries of just Tat, then that's what I want."
Do you wish to be a student here?
He makes a face. Do you have a library? Could I just check out books occasionally?
Oh,
Oh, they have a library.
yes, we do have a library. Yes, I think that's fair. The whole point of this of our archives and this academy is to teach and spread knowledge for the greater good. So,
So contract, we want a library card with no limits. Let the boy pick out whatever he wants, and no late fees. If I have to pay one single late fee, I swear I'll burn it down, even from the grave.
You do it.
I mean, we could just permit him into the library. Do you want a physical, a card, you said? Is
No,
there...
that's really not necessary.
Is there anything you want the card to say or look like? Is it going to be on a piece of parchment?
It doesn't have to be a card.
Captain Alis.
Captain Alis, capital C,
Alis
capital A.
Red.
Is it like on a playing card? I mean, what do you mean by this?
It's like almost like a parchment or about as long as your thumb to your index finger. Like, it's like a square rectangle.
A square rectangle parchment card. That states Captain Alis.
No, just
That
Alis, please.
Will permit Alis into the Astral Academy's library. You said no, Captain. Okay, so simply
No,
Alis.
Captain.
No.
Captain permits anyone from
Captain
telling
sounds
him
good.
to be
Hey.
quiet. He can read out loud in the library. He can do whatever he wants.
Alis permits library.
Captain of the library.
Captain of the
May
library. Yeah.
also include captain on the card. Okay, so we got that. All right. So just so I'm aware of what you need. I feel like we've. So he's looking through all this of what everyone wanted.
Oh my gosh, the list is so goofy. Just looking at it
weird.
when you post it. It's so random.
He'll look over at Leighton and Armstrong. Well, these three are taken care of, but you two haven't asked for anything. Well, I suppose unless Leighton's reward is to be what to do when he dies, but at that point in time, I feel like he's not getting anything.
Well, there is one thing on the subject of libraries and learning.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, which is a Boon of Power? What's that?
You guys wanted a boon of strength before you went off into your business. So
like the armaments and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's some entity, you may have heard of it, called the Deep One.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got some disciples running about doing his dirty work for him, and one of these disciples just happens to have laid claim to me soul. And, well, if you're able to provide it, I'd like some resources and perhaps assistance figuring out just how to defeat this creature or its disciples, or even just to get me soul back.
Research and assistance in the defeats of the Deep One's disciples and the retrieval of one Captain Armstrong's soul. Okay, yes, I could write that down.
No rush on that one. Just thought I'd throw it out there.
Yes. And for you, Leighton, what do you desire? What would you like?
I want nothing.
All right. Very selfless. Did he just wander off to a fountain, staring at the water now, self-reflecting?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's very selfless. And you're still agreeing to this.
Why wouldn't I? The captain is only as strong as his crew if he'll offer his own life for the betterment of the crew.
Oh, well, very selfless of you. Everyone else asked for something. Goblins especially. And you're the only one that has just requested what to be taken care of upon your defeat. If such a thing were to arise. No, selfless man, Leighton. I'm impressed. Oh, well.
When you've seen the other side of the world that I have, everything just seems useless.
Oh, he looks down. And he will write on the contract, find wonderment for Leighton.
Aww.
Aww. Aww.
All right, then. Well, with this, you are agreeing that you will face off against Cosmo, is that correct?
No turning
Aye.
back now.
Then perhaps...
There is one request I have.
Oh, yes.
Just a small one.
Yes.
Should the misdemeanor crew defeat this being, the baby,
Yes.
I want to dispose of the body.
You want to
Oh.
dispose the body?
I want to be the one that gets the final blow.
Oh.
Aelis's eyes widen. Is that such a good idea, Leighton?
If...
As a former wrestling star, all I've ever wanted is to go out in a blaze of glory, using my strength and skill. So, what better way for the history books, then, than to tackle and wrestle, well, a being that possibly will kill everyone?
Aye, we all know you want to
Out of breath.
suplex the baby.
I suplex the baby! Ha ha ha!
Oh, very well. So if the misdemeanor were to be the final party of people to face off against Cosmo, then Leighton will be the one to deal the final blow.
I want the whole world to know of the story.
I feel like this is something you should speak with the rest of your crew and coordinate with them, but yeah, I could write that down to the contract if that'll satisfy any loose ends. I suppose it's a contract amongst you all as well.
Other than that, I really don't want anything. I'm fine.
All right, then. And then he will go to everyone and say, all right, please write your name over here. To begin handing the quill to everyone. And I want everyone to type their character's name in the Discord to finalize the contract.
Wow.
Yo.
Chat, everyone's typing their name in the the Discord right now.
I should do my full name.
I'm just imagining Kyron like with like the wrong hand and like a crayon. And,
I don't know.
That is exactly what she's doing.
Okay, I will see if I can.
Beard Throne the Fourth.
And no one ever asks about where he came from.
Nobody ever asks. Hold on one
People
second.
always ask, where is Leighton? Nobody ever asks, how is Leighton?
Or even who is Leighton?
Or who is Leighton?
Okay. I'm going to save this contract and post it over to our Discord. Or to the World of Io Discord. I'm gonna put it in fan art. So, you know, if a fan artist wants to actually, you know, draw a contract with all this written and, you know, in like fancy calligraphy or whatever, you know, they're free to do so. Anyways, so at that point, as he's like going around to everyone, making sure everyone is signing. He will have Alis be the last signature. And then upon completion of the contract, he will hold out his hand. And as he rolls up the parchment, this hand will kind of like jostle, like shake a little bit, and he will pull from his hand a second piece of parchment, which is like the copy of the contract. He'll hand it to Alis, and then
Alis will take it.
He will vanish. He'll take the other parchment that he wrote, and he vanishes it. It just poofs in his hand. And then he is about to do the same with the quill. He looks at it for a moment, and then he'll look over at Alis and says, well, I suppose we should get started. And he will hand you the quill.
Alis looks like so excited. And he'll like reach out tentatively and take the quill.
That was my favorite quill. However, in the spirit of friendship, you should have it.
Levin, thank you for being so accommodating.
Well, I'm asking a lot from you. It is
You're an honorable man, making good on your promises already.
And we're about to do the same now. You seek a magical armament, correct?
Aye.
Very well. What are you in need of currently?
Looking at character sheet.
Same.
Yeah. Above board, my AC could use a little bit of scrubbing.
Don't say so.
Check it something really quick. In addition to that, he will look over to you, Kyron, and mention, I believe you fought off against a fierce creature over on the planet that you were from, or that you went to.
She grimaces.
I see something may have attached itself to you.
That's disgusting.
Well, so at that point in time, he'll walk over to you, place his hand up, and he's about to touch your forehead. He goes, "May I?" He's about to point.
Yes.
His blue finger with a pointed nail points at the forehead as he then drags out what appears to be like this dark energy, like peaks, like begins to pull out of it. And he holds an orb in his hand. This isn't part of the agreement, but
Ugh.
I believe we can transform this into something that may be able to assist you.
It came out of my brain. What?
She's just like grossing out all over again thinking about it.
Yeah, it seems the power of Cosmo spreads across the universe and can do mysterious things. Whatever creature you fought and defeated seemed to have bounded a bit of its essence upon you. However, we can transform this essence into a magical item. But the choice is yours of what you would like me to turn it into. All right.
What are the options?
I'm so happy you asked. A menu pops up. You get to choose a magic item. All right, so. All right, 1 second. Let's go ahead. Okay. So first, you guys want to take a bathroom break? I have to use the restroom.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nice.
And also put a piece of food in me because my stomach is like, hey, you forgot to
Singular
eat.
piece.
Singular
Rumblies.
piece of nutrition.
Tight. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh boy, I have to make sure that we end early enough so I can show you some of the fan art that's stewing around. Oh, there we go. Yep. Actually, Laura said it already. Yay. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. Okay.
All
In a
right.
couple minutes. All right. I'll be right back as well, guys. BRB. All right, I'm back. Hello. Oh, man. Hello.
Hello.
I had to get food
Hello.
in my stomach, or I was going to. Yeah, my stomach was like. And I was like, oh god, I have to eat. I have to eat something now. So I'm good. The rack is back. Heck yeah. Who we missing?
Laura.
Laura.
I didn't go anywhere. I'm still here.
You're the best, Gerard.
Thank you.
Gerard holds it in until the end of the session.
It's true.
Yikes.
Like a
I'm here.
god dang professional. Hey, what's up?
Hello.
All right, so while Laura has stepped away,
Laura's here.
I
I just got here.
Yay. So trying to think. Okay. There are 3 items you can make from. So, Kyron, you faced off against a fearsome creature known as the Cosmo Claw. And
Yes.
using its dark essence, you can transform it into a magical item of the party's choice. As a reward for assisting the Astral Academy against a grave threat and helping them in their time of need.
Yo.
So, as a party, you all can choose between one of these 3 items. Let me see if let me get the names right. Okay. You can either make between 1 and 3 items. The Cosmo Claw gloves, the Cosmo Claw ring, the Cosmo Claw boots. Now the gloves themselves kind of appear like skeletal gauntlets. The ring itself is a blood red orb with sort of like a spiral in the. It's like a gold ring, and the gemstone literally looks like an orb, like a tiny red orb, circular, clean, and everything. And the boots themselves appear to be like sort of like kind of like these skeletal bony like attachments onto it to these boots. So the gloves allows you once a day for 1 minute to have a reach of 15 feet with attacks.
Wow.
The Cosmo Claw ring for 1 minute will give you once a day for 1 minute, give you regeneration 10, so that you will restore 10 HP per round for 1 minute.
Damn.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
For 1
And-
minute, though, how long is 1 minute?
10 rounds.
10 rounds.
Oh shit.
It's 100 HP, baby.
I know-
Oh my god.
I know Gerard wasn't doing this, but it said like, now wait a minute, guys, how long is a minute? And it's like 10 rounds, and he's like, oh, fuck. Shit. Okay. Well.
Well, just because we deal with hours and
Oh no.
No.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
it was
like,
more
I'm
like, now wait a minute, guys. The DM might be pulling a fast one on us, and it's like, it's this. You're like, oh, shit. Okay. All right.
I assume these are all items that one person would have to attune to, yeah? These are things that we could, like...
What, like swap around?
Pass around, yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to attune to it. But there are no like attunement limits, just so you know. So, AKA, you'd have to wear it for like, I think it's like after a short rest. I have to do custom attunement rules for IO because I don't follow them in D&D. Usually in D&D you can only tune to 3 items, but in IO you can tune to as many items as you want. So just FYI. You have to wear the item for a certain amount of time, and then the item becomes used. So that way you're not like, oh, here, toss, put on this ring,
Right.
I think the only exclusion would be the ring. So you could literally hand it to someone, they can put it on and use the effect. But the effect would immediately end the moment you take it off. So you can't be like, all right, 1 round, I'm healing 10 hit points. Okay, good, put the ring on, put the ring, it's still going. Put the ring on, you know, and like
Right,
everyone
right,
can't
right.
like cover over the ring. Yeah, so the ring is the only thing that doesn't have to be attuned. And the Cosmo Claw boots allows you to teleport up to your movement speed once a day for up to a minute.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Wow.
For the teleportation rules, this also means that you cannot get an attack of opportunity against you if you teleport in this way.
So it's like a constant Misty Step, but for a minute.
Yep.
Pretty tight.
So with that, what would you like to make?
That healing seems super good, dude.
Yeah, I was about to say that's like survivability, you know?
It means that like we would have to choose whoever it is that has the best movement so that if somebody needs it, they can get to them easily and
Slip the ring on.
it's probably me because I fly. Yeah, and then give it to them so they can slip the ring on.
Yeah, the fact that the ring doesn't have to be attuned makes it a pretty attractive option.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if we feel like someone's taken a lot of hits, then, you know.
Like, we can just designate someone and be like, you're tanking this fight, so here's the ring.
Right, yeah.
I do think the ring.
Mm-hmm.
The others are nice,
Cool.
but I feel like they're more situational and a bit like, you know, if it's a
You can always use healing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay.
All right.
We have an accord.
We have an accord.
Yeah. And I think the thing that we are lacking a bit on is being tanky.
Yeah.
I shall place
Yeah,
this
for
in
sure.
chat. All right. So at that point, you will receive a ring. As mentioned before, it's a gold ring. The gold's kind of like gnarled and twisted a little bit, as it holds a small, tiny, like red globule, like red orb, that has like the same color of like blood. But yeah, the ring will be created, and as mentioned before, it gives regeneration 10 for 1 minute once a day. Some conditionals to know along with it. Once it is activated, the regeneration will continue to tick off until the target, until the time ends, or someone takes the ring off. Essentially, if the ring is taken off while the regeneration is happening, then it ends. The effect will end at that point, including the effect, and you'll have to wait until there's a long rest, essentially, to use it again.
Does the timer keep going through if someone is incapacitated?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it
Neato,
does.
neato.
Yes, it does. Making it a very powerful choice to keep standing.
Neato.
All right. So now for the other part of the contract is a magical armament that you all had requested.
Yeah.
What were you looking for? So he would ask like what do you need? So what essentially we can do at this point is ask like what your party is looking for, and Levin will go ahead and see if that is something they have.
I mean,
Is
above
this
board.
party wide or is this individual?
It's
boons?
party wide. It would be one magical item.
Okay.
Oh. Oh shit.
I feel like
Pinky?
Captain Armstrong's pretty set with his build, so he's not really in need of anything.
I mean, both Kyron and I, we were just saying our AC is pretty low. A general AC buff to everybody, if that's possible, would, I mean,
That's what I
always
wanted
beneficial.
to.
AC does seem, yeah.
Okay. So you're looking for an AC item, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. So, Levin can create, if you would like, a ring of protection. that will grant you a +2 to armor class and saving throws.
Dang.
Yo.
Damn, that's really good.
So the saving throws too. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like a one-person thing.
That is correct.
Right. So
this
that's
would be
not, so that's
this.
not party wide. Okay.
Yeah, this would. Yeah, so nothing. There would be nothing party wide. But that he could create a ring for your party, and then you can decide who would wear it.
I mean, that seems pretty good.
Ring of protection +2 specifically. Do you agree to that as your magical armament as part of the contract?
I mean, the question is who gets it.
That would ultimately be up to the party.
Right. But I guess like whether or not we take it is determined by how we would utilize it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is everybody's armor class? Mine is 13.
13.
I'm 17 also.
I'm
God,
15.
Luna. Why are you so fucking tanky, Luna? Why? It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
I have dragon ancestry. I think I'm wearing something too. I think like way early on I got some.
You got something at the ziggurat, right?
I think
Oh, the
so.
bat cape? That give you
Oh.
an AC buff?
No, I think it might have been earlier than that even.
It's when we got to the Halls of Heroes
Mm-hmm.
and we rated it.
And the thing is, I don't even know what it is because like I don't think I ever added it to like, but Brett said that he'd add it, so I just have. We added the armor class, but I don't even remember what the thing was.
You had an armor like a cloak of protection. No, you have the cloak with the bat. So what do you mean?
There was
What?
something else. I'm pretty sure it was something that I was wearing because I remember it made my armor class go up.
But you don't remember what the item was?
Mm-mm.
We'll have to look back into that.
Yeah, I got gauntlets that I never added to my
Equipped?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, before that, you will see a sort of like lizard person walk downstairs. And
hello?
Oh.
It's you.
it's over behind.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
In front of you, you see about a 5'6" tall, kind of chameleon man of greens and purple skin on his scales, kind of ragged robes, little sword in his back, and a little tiny man on his shoulder with a little fork in his hand.
Aw.
Luna is just mesmerized.
Who the devil are you?
It's keeping an eye on you. Use
Oh
the
my
pirates,
God.
right?
God, he's awesome.
Hello.
Yeah, so Joe, would you like to introduce yourself to the Misdemeanor crew and the character that you're playing?
Yes, this is Eggle for short, and he's a Geku wizard, essentially, a blade singer wizard. And he's part of the Astral Academy here.
Yes, this is one of the students, Egg.
Egg. Hi,
Hello.
Egg. My name is Luna.
Nice
It's
to meet you, Luna.
you.
Wait, like the moon?
Yeah, like the moon.
That's cool. That's cool.
Captain Cornelius Armstrong, at your service.
Use the captain of the pirates.
Aye, well, one of them.
Aye.
You've got more than one captain.
It's a
Captain
long story.
Leighton Beard Throne at your service.
He's nice to meet you.
Aye, you too.
We were just bestowing some magical items upon them as part of their contract that they wrote up in this to help assist against the fight against Cosmo.
Ooh, that's good. You got
Yeah.
cannons.
Can we get cannons?
On me ship, I got cannons.
Should have brought them.
Aye, we should have brought them.
I don't think we realized we were going to need cannons.
I
Yes.
thought you were pirates.
Aye, but you don't. Cannons aren't really a portable being. You don't just take one
Oh.
over your shoulder and walk into a bar with it, you know?
You mean you're not strong enough, Leighton?
Ironside does.
Wow, I can't
Well-
believe you just got shown up by Ironside.
Be careful there, shark girl.
Wait, use a shark?
She kind of she pauses a bit and she's like,
Well, I can turn into one, and that's how I met them. So the image stuck.
Is this your original form? Or was like, did you start out as a shark and then now you was pretended to be a person?
I'm a druid. I'm a person. I can
That
shape
would be such a good reveal, though.
that was hilarious.
I'm actually a shark.
I've learned the ways of people.
The teeth
It's-
make sense now.
Insanely high level sentient shark druid.
Brett, can we add that in?
That you're a shark? I think it's a little too late for that, isn't it?
We're actually like level 20, and it just takes every bit of concentration to not be a shark forever.
By the way, I'm a shark. Big reveal.
Where
but-
do you come from, Egg?
Oh, me live on the astral plane. I come from, like, we don't actually have a name for me towns. But we come from, like, a pile, you know?
Mm.
Does you have a pile?
A pile?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I had a pile.
That's cool, that's cool. What did you get?
I'm actually not sure what a pile is. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
I love that
Well-
Luna's like, yeah, I'm just trying to fit in. And then just be like, that's a lie. I'm sorry.
I actually don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's what me peoples do. They have a pile of things that you collect together, and then over the course of your life, you bring back things, put them in the pile, and when you come of age, you throw your children into the pile. Whatever they come out holding, they pursue as their life's dream.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, I didn't have a pile, but so I lived with goblins for a while, and they had
Here we go.
something
That's cool.
different where they would put a bunch of things in a pile, but then everyone had to share everything, even if it's something you didn't want to share. So if we brought back like rats or sticks or
Ooh.
heads or something like that, they'd all have to go in the pile, and then everyone had an equal part of it. But I like your story. I like that it determines what you become.
Yeah, I like
Did you
goblins
just say
too.
heads?
Yeah, heads, like heads of leftover, things
Okay.
People?
sometimes.
Oh goodness.
That's quite nice. Me brother had a tooth of a goblin, so he studied goblin law. He taught me how to talk their language.
Oh, you speak goblin too?
You know, I'd known to dabble.
Oh, that's awesome. I like this guy.
So, what you doing down here?
Well, we were drawing up a contract for them so that they can assist in the fight of Cosmocara. The contract was just signed, and we are currently getting them a magical armament as requested as part of the contract. And, well, apparently something attached itself, Chiron, and I transformed that into a magical armament. And then he begins walking over to you, Egg. You seem to have something. Do you mind? And then he will put a finger over to your head.
Is this a common problem?
Whatever
Wait,
that.
what's happened?
You will feel his nail press against your forehead as
Oh!
as he pulls out what appears to be this dark string of energy from your head.
Oh, what is that?
You seem to have
Yeah,
it too.
it's gross, right?
That's mine.
But I can turn this into something more useful for you and you and the rest of the students if you'd like. Apparently, whatever you faced off against attached something to you in its death throes. Fortunately,
Oh, we got worms.
I don't know. I don't know about everyone else, but you seem to have something. And at that point, he holds up this like it literally just looks like a sludgy small black orb in your his hand. He goes, "Yes, this was apparently within you. However, I can transform it into something. Maybe I should wait and see when everyone's together and ask them what they want, or."
Yeah, that works for me.
Oh, okay then. I was so waiting for Joe to be like, "No, I'll take it now."
I want it now.
He's not my first time with a parasite.
So he will take the dark energy and just have it like vanish in his hand at that point in time. And he goes, "Well, then I shall. With the next time we all meet, I shall be sure to ask you all what you're looking for."
Okay.
Sounds
good.
He'll nod. He says, "I'm actually about to make them a magical item right now." And at that point in time, Levin, in a short period of time, will manifest a ring that kind of has this like prismatic color within its sort of like glassy, like this sort of like glassy ring with a rainbowy prismatic hue to it. And he will walk over and say, "Who should I bestow this to?"
Above board, I think that should go to Leighton because he has lower AC, but he's in the shit all the time.
Yeah, I feel like he's less hit and run.
Yeah, I mean, if you put that
he's a punchy boy. He's in there.
If you put that thing on me, I very rarely will get hit, and even if I do, I've got a shit ton of health.
All right.
Yeah, also, I think you guys were right. I think it did come from the keep because I have the thing that boosted it with the page of lyrics. So I think that must have been when we were at the keep.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look more into that. But yeah, he will bestow upon you, and I'll have to make the item, a ring of protection +2.
Spicy.
Thank you.
So this should satisfy that end for the magical armaments of your con. And now for the Boon of Power. Actually, Egg, it's good that you're here. So here, within the astral...
I don't want to go fight the baby again.
What? No
baby fighting.
It doesn't
the
have to...
baby's scary, isn't it? I don't like the baby either.
You're looking at the crew who survived the simulation.
It was hardly a threat at all.
Okay, then, Levin, let them deal with it. I'll stay in, read books, you know. They seem capable.
What? Egg, we're going to need all the help we can get. You're capable too.
Doesn't sound like it. They won.
Well, actually, perhaps you can assist even in knowledge of this. So, there was, here on the Astral Veil, a wizard named Varwin, who created a variety of constructs, 100 of them, to be precise. They all have a variety of functions, do a variety of things. And I have been slowly locating all of them because I believe Varwin had passed away and died. And, well, when he did, his constructs went haywire and now have spread themselves across the entirety of the Astral Veil. I believe I've located one of them. In fact, they seem to be in a, as Egg describes, a pile, a Greco pile of sorts.
Ooh. Is it me? Is it me home pile?
I don't believe so. But then again, I'm uncertain which home pile which pile you may be from.
I don't really remember.
This one would be relatively close by. It is,
okay.
But yeah, we have received reports that this construct apparently has gone haywire in the pile. We believe it may have actually been collected at one point in time and tossed into the pile. And then once it became activated, it seems to be, from what I understand, using the pile against the Greco people. We need someone to annihilate that. If you are able to bring back its core, I can provide you all with a Boon of Power, as per the contract. Would that be something that you could assist me with?
Sounds like an adventure.
Count me in.
Kyron, were you about to say something? I thought I heard a voice.
I said done.
Oh, done. Okay. Egg, can you tell me a little bit more about piles?
Yeah, you okay? So, like, it can have anything in it, organic or not. They bring back anything you think is a little bit different so that we can expand our culture. Usually we have 2 piles. There's one with sharp objects so that the stronger people in my kind, they get thrown into that one and they come out with weapons. And then they go on to become warriors. And then the other pile has all the weird things, you know? And that's where most people are thrown. The smaller ones like me.
What did you come out with?
Oh, they thought it was a stick. It came out of a sword, but it was in its sheath, so it wasn't in the sharp pile.
Oh.
To me, it's kind of an anomaly. There's not really much else to them, Mr. Teacher.
They're pretty straightforward, as you see. But if this thing is using the pile as a hostile action against the Greco, I'm uncertain what you'll be up against, and I'm uncertain what kind of construct it is. Normally, they all have some certain function. We have so far defeated 2. One of them was a master of elements, able to change their immunities at will. And the other one sort of functioned as an education construct that taught warriors about how to fight. But that went haywire and became a little bit more than a lesson instead of an actual hostile action. I'm uncertain what this one does, but I'm pretty sure it will fall under a specific condition. So be sure to keep your eyes open and keep yourselves aware.
Cool.
If there's anything else you need, of course, I will be happy to assist. You're more than welcome if you need rest before you go. But I know your time is limited because you have a prior engagement in Io. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
We got a long rest.
Yes, you did.
After
We got one
yeah,
after baby. Yeah.
Yes, you did. So if you are able to leave now, you can go ahead and do so.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, we're in ship shape.
Woo.
Okay. So, unfortunate news. Since we are taking next week off, I would rather not put you into another adventure. So I believe what we're going to do is end today's session now as the contracted magic item episode. And then when we return, we'll have a full session to do the pile episode. Does that sound good with you guys? I would hate.
Yeah.
I would hate to start this up and then have to stop like midway through and then be
No,
off
it's
for a
totally
week.
fair.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
so
sense.
so we'll do a little halt there. So that's the end of today's session. It was a bit of a role play / contract / magic item gathering episode. So
Nice. It was
Thank you.
good though.
yeah, thank you guys so
Yeah,
much.
And we got to meet Egg. Thanks for joining us, Joe.
Hi, yes.
Egg is
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Computer
Thanks,
boy.
lad. It's great to be able to come and meet all your characters. I've seen you on previous episodes. It's awesome.
Yeah, now that everyone's close together and things like that, people are same thing I told you. I've told them people are are able to like bounce back between campaigns and things like that. So so that other parties can like meet up with each other. So it'd be it's be very good. So as mentioned, next week we are off, but we will be back the following week. Continuing the storyline, and this should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up today officially, we do have a few pieces of fan art I want to show everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Is one of them Aelis's voice dropping over a quill?
Oh, I think so.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, there actually is like a bunch of fan art. I absolutely love it. Why can't I?
I love that the weird contract episode produced a lot of fan art. Just the
I know.
weird
Okay, let me go ahead. And there's actually a few there's a few pieces. A lot of comics I've noticed.
We didn't ask for the healing thing if we could get the statue back. I didn't even think about that in the
Oh, we're
contract.
so dumb.
What happened? What do you mean? What happened?
Bringing the statue back to life. Like, I didn't even think to.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
As a side note, the statue is actually Joe's character. So you.
Joe's old character.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, dude.
Fuck.
Ooh, sorry, bud. Sorry about that. So I usually
What?
for
It's okay because Alis has a library card that she
Yeah, I'll
can
just
use all the time.
learn Greater Restoration. It'll be fine.
Yeah, no big deal.
Alis
No
is
big deal.
captain of the library. So you're
I'm
good.
captain of the library now. The paper says it.
Yeah, it's true.
it's
Yo, I'm sure if we
true.
just like showed up with a statue though, they'd be like, "What's that?"
So normally with fan art, we only include canon characters to IO. But this comic, it was too precious not to share. So this one is literally it's a Dodger comic over there. If you want to go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
With
Amazing.
with bananas, yeah. So
Yeah, perfect.
next one is simply labeled Alis is now a man. Look closer, I believe you'll find I'm a man now. And pointing to stubble.
Oh my god.
I have exactly 5 hairs on my face. Oh my
I like Leighton at the bottom. Proud Leighton.
so
Perfect.
Byron saying, "What's the big deal? I grow fur all the time." Is the best part of this picture.
Next, we have this lovely picture of Kyron being as mischievous as ever. And then next up, oh yeah, here we go. Look at the Alis face.
That's exactly what it is.
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
It's gonna be my new profile pic.
I was hoping you guys were gonna level this session, but I guess we have to wait till next one. I like how happy Luna is, and everyone's just pissed.
Luna's always happy, man. I was like, I'm happy for you. I'm so glad you leveled up.
Congratulations.
I also love that Kyra's always drawn like halfway down the panel. Like
I know. I love that.
This is full gremlin mode. I absolutely love it. Also, the same artist is working on writing up the contract. They haven't finished, but I believe they'll probably get it done next. But yeah, there it is. Boon of Power contract.
Look at that magic space paper.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
with some magic space paper.
I can't wait to
Absolutely.
see Kyron's handwriting.
Oh my god, like all the different signatures. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about that. Well, shorter session than normal, but did you guys enjoy yourself? Was it a fun time at least?
Yes, it was
It
really
was really
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun episode.
Sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes
Cool.
gotta have a contract writing episode and like.
I can't get over that A-list fan art though with the rainbow background where he's just like.
It's so good.
Oh yes. You can find
races.
Oh my god.
You guys, everyone can join the World of IO Discord, and you guys can check out the fan art for yourself. We got a lot of talented people coming through, getting some fan art, and big shout out to everyone that contributes every week. You guys are awesome. You're bringing the World of IO alive. So thank you again, and thank you, this party. I'm gonna miss y'all next week, but I promise a fun-filled episode the week after. It's gonna be good, and also that allows me to put even some more polish on it. So a positive spin, positive view. You know.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right, guys. Thank you once again for hanging out, and Joe, thank you so much for guest starring.
Thanks for letting me come in.
Yeah, even if it was for a little bit. And
Yeah, nice to see you again, Joe.
It's
Yeah,
nice
good to see
meeting you. Your character is adorable. I like
Thank
eggs.
you.
I
You're so
love
kind.
eggs so much. Oh my god.
I
Thank you, guys.
absolutely love. Yeah, D&D brings everybody together, and it's my favorite thing. What can I say? All right, guys. Thank you again. I'm gonna say bye to
Thanks,
chat
guys.
and wrap up. You guys are the
Okay.
best.
Look after my statue.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm expecting many
I'm sure
fingers
it's
to be
fine.
removed.
Safe and fine for sure.
Oh, Joe, Kyron's actually wearing your leather armor, Sterling's leather armor right now.
Yo,
Wait, is
that's
that
so cool.
his? Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
god.
his.
So cool.
Yo, thanks for the AC.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet, huh? Is anyone using the rapier?
Yes,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Captain Armstrong, yeah.
I love that the entire pirate party is like cannibalized Sterling's equipment. It's like, oh yeah, I got that. That's mine now.
Just gonna
Good
leave
stuff.
it lying around, you know.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, put it to good
Son of
use.
plunder.
All right, guys, have
If the statue ever gets brought back to life and like the character just sees all of his stuff on all of these
Brett.
yes.
The thing is the amulet. That's what's giving me the AC. That and the
is it in your inventory?
I got it and I wrote it down and you said you'd add it later.
Okay, yeah, just let me know because sometimes I space out. So just I'll take a look at the amulet and I'll take a look at your character and I'll make a note. And also feel free to remind me as well in case I do forget some, because I am very forgetful. So I do apologize about that. But yeah, I'll take a look at it. Absolutely.
Yay.
Luna Amulet of AC. Okay, I've got it marked.
Hey.
All right, guys. I'll see you later. Okay.
Thank you,
very
guys.
much.
See you, Brett, guys.
Fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Brett.
Oh, okay. Good session. It was a small session, but I didn't think we were doing a contract writing episode. But I'm okay with that. As long as everyone's enjoying themselves, that's all I care about. Thank you so much to everyone who is a member of our Patreon. You guys have offered so much support, and man, oh man, it helps me focus on the series without having to worry about doing other things, and allows World of IO to be a major part and in focus. So thank you guys so much for that. I also want to go ahead and thank our big Patreon members, Links Ramaj, Dramabian, Lopar Panda, Baker Staunch, The Hug Hunter, and Starter Pack. You guys are the best. Thank you again. And to all of our Patreon members, our next goal is releasing Dragon out into the World of IO with a whole bunch of stuff. So consider supporting the Patreon today. It helps the show and helps myself out tremendously. Thank you to everyone who's part of that. Zanium, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 4 months. Instafluff, thank you for the rating party. And RNR, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 4 months. Absolutely wonderful. We will be back tomorrow for a non-D&D stream. I'll be playing Minecraft with Masae at 8 p.m. EST. I think we're going to go looking for a nether fort tomorrow. I laughed almost as much as the goblin one. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys had a fun time today. It was a chill session. I like Misdemeanor because sometimes there's all these like random chill sessions, you know? Absolutely the best. So as mentioned, yes, we will be off next week for Misdemeanor. One of our players had something they couldn't get out of, and I don't want to leave a player behind. So Misdemeanor will be back in a couple of weeks. More than likely, if Laura is available, maybe we will finish Rakuin next Saturday. So that kind of like lines up perfectly. So we'll see what happens, though. All speculation. Next D&D game, 4 p.m. EST on Tuesday with Under IO. All right, guys, thank you so much again. You guys are the best. I really appreciate you watching and supporting our nerdy D&D time. I'll see you all the next time. Bye-bye.